Yeah? No good or yes good? Alright, I think maybe you guys watched a video about me and my friend last time. I'm going to introduce myself formally. My name is Einer and I am 24 years old. I'm saying this because when we go to the questions and answers, I don't want you to ask me how old I am because I'm already telling you how old I am, right? I'm 24 years old and I study in NCKU in China. Do you know what is NCKU? No? National Chenkong University, 国立建工大学. I studied there. I studied political science and I'm in the 4th year. I'm about to graduate. Yes. And so, and what else? Alright. And here we have another friend. She is via online because she's not in here. She's not in Taiwan, so she couldn't make it. But she was going to come to the school. So let her introduce herself.
Hi guys, I cannot see you right now because I don't have the camera in there.
Sorry.
But my name is Paula. As you saw in my video, I'm currently in Nicaragua. I live and work in Nicaragua, but I lived in Taiwan for a little bit. I studied management at National Chenkong University too. And I'm really glad to be here presenting for you guys.
Yep, and there we have another Nicaraguan girl. Introduce yourself, girl.
Hi guys, my name is Laura. I am 21 years old and I am also from Nicaragua. I live in Taipei, so I came all the way here to China for this presentation. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Alright, thank you so much. Alright, go ahead, Paula.
Okay, so we're going to start the presentation with in the same way we start formal events in Nicaragua because we consider this a formal event presenting to you guys. We start with the Nicaraguan national anthem. So we are going to ask you guys to please stand up for it. Okay?
Please stand.
Can you please stand up? Wait, do you know what is national anthem?
Everyone please stand.
No. National anthem is the Alright, thank you very much. Alright, you can sit down now. Let's begin then our presentation, guys. I ask you to be quiet, listen to the presentation, and if you have any question, I want you to write it down because later I want you to ask us questions and maybe you can learn something from it. Alright, so let's start then.
Okay, let's go to slide number 1, and then we can have a question, right?
Alright.
Later?
Yep. So first of all, you know, we're gonna be talking about Nicaragua, which is our country, and the title for the topic is Nicaragua, lands of lakes and volcanoes. you will see why we call it land of lakes and volcanoes. Alright.
Yes, so we're gonna start with the question, right? And we wanna see if any of you guys know where is Nicaragua. Anyone?
Where is
Where
it?
is the location?
Where is it? Alright, let's see by continent. Is it in the European continent? Is it in the Asian continent? Is it in the African continent? The Australian continent, I guess that's how it's called? Or the American continent? Where is it? Where is Nicaragua? Yeah, go ahead. We have a participant here. It's in India. They say it's in Asia. No, it's not in Asia. India is in Asia. It's not in Asia. No, no. Somebody else? Another guess? No one? Alright. So, it's not in India. Yeah, many people tell me I'm from India because I'm Indian, but no, I'm not from India. Let's see where is Nicaragua then. Go on.
Aiden cannot see the slides, sorry.
Oh, really? Isn't it? We're in the second slide.
Sorry.
You cannot see it? What about now?
No. But if you guys are seeing the slide number 2, the answer is it's in Central America.
Hold on a second.
Okay, there you go.
So that's one.
See?
Ahora sí, mira.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, better.
Okay, good.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay, so
这已经在录了。
the answer, right, Aiden? So the answer to that is Nicaragua is located in Central America. It's the center of the Americas, of the American continent. So if you guys see the map, like the big map, it shows that the United States, you guys know the United States, right? The U.S. So in the U.S. is up north, then you have Mexico, and then you have like a strip of a lot of smaller countries in the center of the Americas. Guatemala, El Salvador, and there at the center is Nicaragua. Then you have Costa Rica, Panama, and the rest, like the big part, is South America. So we are in the center of the Americas, and that's why it's called Central America.
Yeah.
That's where Nicaragua is located.
Some
And
people,
yeah.
some people, how we divide it, and when we live in these countries, is like we divide it by 3. We divide it in North America, Central America, and South America. But in Taiwan, many people say, where is Nicaragua? And they say, is it in South America? Well, yeah, maybe I could say yes, but we divide it in 3 parts. North, Central, and South. Alright? Yeah, keep going.
Yes, so it's not such a big country, but it's the biggest country in all the countries in Central America. It has 130,370 square kilometers. And then we can go to the next slide and see if you guys can take a guess about how far is Nicaragua from Taiwan.
Remember, Taiwan is here, but the dot is bigger than Taiwan, so do not mind that, but Taiwan is right here. So how long is it? Do you know how long is Taiwan from Nicaragua?
Can you click in the presentation so the question can pop?
Oh, sure. There we go.
Guys, can you guess?
2,000 kilometers? Somebody say 2,000 kilometers. 2,000? 10,000 kilometers. Alright, we got an answer.
Getting close, getting close.
Very
Yeah.
close. Close,
Very
close.
close. That was a good guess. Yes.
Yes.
Actually, can you reveal it, Adrian? It's actually
15,000.
Yeah, kilometers. It's really, really far. And then we were talking about how long it takes us to travel from Nicaragua to Taiwan. And we have to take 3 flights. First, from Nicaragua to El Salvador, and then from El Salvador to the US, and then from the US to Taiwan. And that's how we get to Taiwan. We get to Taipei. We have to take 3 flights, right, Aiden?
Yeah, 3 flights again. She said we gotta take 3 flights from Nicaragua to El Salvador. It's another country here, and then from here we go all the way up, and then from Los Angeles, from Los Angeles we come all the way to Taiwan. So we take 3 flights. Do you know how long does it take to come to Taiwan? Maybe
Like a day.
like
A whole day.
yeah, a day and a half. Yeah, maybe a day and a half or
Yeah.
like more than just from the States to Taiwan is like 13 hours and something. And from our country to El Salvador is like 30 minutes. But then from here to the States it's like 5 hours. 5 hours. So it's like, but we need to wait in the airport like 4 or 5 hours in each airport, you know, the layover. So then we can come to Taiwan all the way here.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Don't-
So now we want to, on the next slide, we're going to see why do we call it the land of volcanoes? Because we have a lot of volcanoes. In the Pacific side of the country, we have more than 50 volcanic structures. We have active, inactive, and extinct volcanoes. So that's why we call it land of volcanoes. But it's lake and volcanoes, right? So why do we call it lake and volcanoes? You can see in the map that we have 2 big lakes. One is called Cocibolca and the other one is called Solotlan. And that's why we call it the land of lake and volcanoes, because we have these huge lakes, and we also have this like many volcanoes. And we also have some other water bodies. We have a lot of water bodies in Nicaragua. Can you go to the next slide, Aina, please? Yeah, we have many lakes and lagoons, and this one that you see in the picture is called the Apoyo Lagoon. And it's really beautiful, and it's of volcanic origin, which means that the center, it used to be a volcano, and then now it's filled with water. It's really nice, and it's very pretty, and it's a nice, very nice fit. So if we go to the next slide, we have another question for you guys.
The answer is already there. The question I want to ask you, the question is like, how many people do you think that there is in Nicaragua? How many people? Do you have any idea? No? The Winnie and friends, come on, give us an answer. How many people do you think there are in Nicaragua? Who's Winnie? You're Winnie?
More than Taiwan or less than Taiwan? What do you guys think?
How many people, Winnie? How many people live in Nicaragua?
Less or more than in Taiwan?
Less or more than Taiwan? In Taiwan, there are 23 millions, right? So, do you think that in my country, are there more people or less people? Less people? Yeah, we have less people. How much? How much less?
Many.
15? Let's see. Let's see the answer.
Yeah, we have 6 million. 6,624,000. Yeah. Taiwan has 3.5 times more people than Nicaragua. So there are more Taiwanese than Nicaraguans.
Yeah. Even though our country is a little bigger than Taiwan, we have less people. In Taiwan, your country is smaller, but you have a lot of people in here. A lot of people. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And yeah, we go to the line of the regions. In our country, we have 3 regions. And we want to teach you this because when we talk about the part of the culture, we are going to emphasize the fact that the different regions have different cultural traits. So we have, please click Aiden, the Pacific side of the country. Please click on the slides, Aiden, so we can see the names. Okay, yeah, so the Pacific region, and then we have the Central region, and we have the Atlantic region. And why is it this? Because in the Pacific side, we have the Pacific Ocean, and then we have also the Atlantic Ocean. We are surrounded by these two oceans. And at the top, we have Honduras, and at the bottom, on the south side, we have Costa Rica. That's how our country is divided.
That's how we divide our country, you know.
Yeah,
We will see this and we will talk a little bit more about this later. So please remember that.
Yeah, it's important, and we mentioned it's important because the different regions had immigration from different countries. So we have different kind of cultures, different kind of people, and even like different biodiversity, animals, and all that. And so each region has something special about it, right, Andrew?
Yep, it is true. Right,
Yeah.
continue.
So because every region is a little bit different from the other, the population is also very varied, and the diversity can be seen in like the physiognomy of the population. Like for example, Ainer said that he looks a little bit like from India, but not everyone looks like from India in Nicaragua. In Nicaragua, we have different kinds of people. In the Atlantic, some people look like they could be from Africa. But at the central of Nicaragua, some people look like they could be European. Some people have indigenous features also. So Nicaragua is a very diverse. We have different features, and we all are very diverse, but we all love and appreciate each other. Right, Ainer?
Yeah, that's true. And I want you guys to learn this word, diversity. Do somebody know what is diversity? Diversity. Do you know what is diversity? So, diversity means many different things, many different things. For example, let's say that in Taiwan, there is a diversity of culture, because we have the Hakka culture, and we have another culture. I don't know what's the other cultures, but I just know that you guys have Hakka and others, right? So that's, you are diverse. When we talk about multicultural culture, is different as well. It's almost the same thing. So diversity, when we talk about diversity, there's the kind of people. We have black people, white people, indigenous people. There are many different kind of people. So that's called diverse. Diverse,
People in all shapes and sizes, right?
Mm-hmm. All shapes and sizes, yeah. Diverse, all right? Continue.
So, we wanted to ask you a question. Maybe you guys already know this. Which language is Nicaragua's native language?
What language do you think we speak?
We speak.
What language do you think we speak? Sleepy girl, Sleepy Beauty, what language do you think we speak? Chinese? We don't speak Chinese. 我们不会讲中文. Only a little bit, because I have to learn for 1 year. I'll have to learn for 1 year, but I don't really speak Chinese. Zimbabwe? No, not Thai. How do you say I haven't eaten yet? How do you say I haven't eaten yet? In Taiwanese, I forgot. I think I learned it, but I forgot. It's like 没讲话. Is that how you say it? Like you haven't eaten. All right, go ahead. English. Maybe. I will not say yes, but maybe. Maybe because I do speak English, but it's different. It's a different case. So no, our native language, if you don't know what's our native language, is Spanish. Spanish. Right? Go ahead, Paul.
Yes, and you guys, we're gonna try a tongue twister. So we're gonna try to show you how to speak a little bit of Spanish. And Aiden told me that we are little, we cannot pronounce the R sound like that well, right, Ainer?
Yeah, that's
So
true.
in school, they teach us this so we can start pronouncing the R sound of the Spanish words. So we're gonna try it with you guys. Ainer is going to do it first, and then you guys are going to try it. Okay?
All right, yeah. Before we continue, I want to tell you that in Spanish, it's called español. 西班牙文在西班牙文我们说 español. Alright, so that's how we say español. So now, as Paula said, I want to demonstrate, I want to show you a tongue twister. A tongue twister, this tongue twister, we use it mostly to learn the R sound.
Can you guys do the R sound? Can you try? Ainer, show
Hold on.
how you do the R sound in Spanish.
Alright, so how do we do the R sound? The R sound, we make it like rrr, right? It's very different from the English R sound. English is right? But in Spanish, it goes more like rrr, it's more strong. So, I want you to I want you to try to repeat with me this tongue twister. I'm gonna do it first, I'm gonna read it first, and then we are going to practice. We're all gonna practice, okay? So, the tongue twister goes like this. R con R guitarra, R con R barril, que rápido corren los carros por las vías del ferrocarril. So if you can hear, there are too many sound, right? Too many. Alright, listen again. How we do it? So when we want to do it more faster. We do it faster. And we go like, R con R guitarra, R con R barril, que rápido corren los carros por las vías del ferrocarril. So in this way, you can practice your R sound. So now, everybody, let's practice with me, okay? Ready? Let's practice with me. How do you do the R sound? Alright, so you go with your mouth and your tongue have to go up. You know, up. Right? Alright, so everyone, let's repeat after me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. R con R, guitarra. R con R, barril, que rápido corren los carros por las vías del ferrocarril. Yeah, that's good. Excellent. So, what do you think it means? Let's see the meaning of this tongue twister in English.
If you are with R guitar, R with R, the cars run fast on the railway.
So, you know, like the word guitarra in English sounds the same. You know, guitar in English sounds almost the same. Guitar, right? But in Spanish we say guitarra. Guitar, guitarra. There is another one like barrel. In English we say, but in Spanish we say barril. And the last one, like cars. In Spanish we say carros. Carro, car, carro. So it's almost very similar. Sometimes the English language is similar to the Spanish language because we have some root. You know, it's almost not the same pronunciation, but almost similar. All right, let's keep going.
Yes, let's keep going. But also, in Nicaragua, some parts of the country, in the Atlantic side of the country, they speak English and Creole English. Creole English is because that side of the country was colonized by the British and also Africans. So some people there speak Creole English, which is a combination of English with the native languages that they spoke there. So in that also speak indigenous languages. They're called the Mestizo, Sumo, Rama, and Ganifuna. Unfortunately, Ainer and I, we don't speak those languages, right, Ainer? But we would love to learn. But unfortunately, we don't speak that only English. We don't speak the indigenous languages that they speak in that side of the country.
Yeah, do you remember she said that we speak English in our country? And I told her maybe we do.
Yeah.
So, as I said, actually Paula said, in the Atlantic coast in Nicaragua, the people there, they speak English, like a Creole English, which means that they have their own English, like their own English, not 自己的英文. So, it's a little different. How can I give you an example? Do you, Paula, know any example about the Creole? Do you know any Creole?
Oh no, I cannot speak Creole in English.
It's similar to English.
It's similar,
It's very similar,
pronounced-
but the pronunciation is different. The pronunciation is different.
Yeah.
The pronunciation is different. Maybe they will say our. They would say like our. Our, you know. They will not say our. So they will go different. Their pronunciation is different. And as Paula said, we also have other native languages, like in Taiwanese you have the Hakka language, right? And then many others. I know that in Hualien they speak other language, right? So in Nicaragua we also have other languages like the Mestizo, the Sumo, the Rama, and the Garifuna. These languages are a mix of the African languages, you know, there is some dialect from Africa and mixed with the indigenous people from Nicaragua. So they made their own dialect as well in this country. But as Paula said, we, Laura, me, and Paola, we can only speak Spanish. We learned English through the school, but not because our parent speaks English. You know, we learned English because of the school. But mostly in our houses, we only speak Spanish, no English at all, only Spanish. All right.
So we also want to talk about the music and dancing. What kind of dances we have? But because I told you guys that we have 3 regions. In each region, we have different kind of dances and different kind of culture. So Ada will show you a little bit of the dancing and the culture of each part of the country. So we're going to start with the Pacific side. What kind of dances do they have in the Pacific side of the country? We're going to show you a video.
So we're going to start by the Pacific part, right here, this part. What kind of dances do we have there? Let's see. I'm just going to show you a little bit.